Hey.
Welcome back to Vision 42, episode 2. I'm Kara Vibes. This is
Raheem. For the ones that know me, for the ones that don't.
and we are coming to you with another episode. Today's episode, as you can see, I got my co-host Raheem with me. And we're going to talk about self-growth. And just how you evolve in your own self, going within yourself.
Yes.
And we're also going to do a giveaway. So make sure you hit that like button. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You're going to need to comment done on this live post on both of those in order to be entered in for the drawing. And we'll show you what that prize will be later on in the show.
Better comment, like.
So, we're gonna give everybody a couple minutes to get on. I don't see anybody on yet. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. I am still nervous. I know I was nervous last week, but I painted. And my painting turned out pretty good. I wish I knew where it was, but my kids got a hold of it. So we know how that goes. Yeah, you didn't turn your sounds off. I told you.
Hey, it's off. Off. I went to it. It popped up on my screen.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're going to talk about self-growth, and we're just going to vibe it out. Vibe it out. That's what we're going to do. So,
yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So, look, I was just thinking to myself, like, as I was going to introduce myself, for the ones that know me, for the ones that don't. So just like thinking back into it, because, you know, we are ex-colleagues for telecommunication.
Yep.
Have you ever been called something else? Like, you say your name, your intro. Mind you, Cox, we got an intro. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for calling us. We say our name. I get called everything in the book, from Rodney, Robert. Oh,
Karen. I got called Karen a lot. Carol.
Okay.
Hi, Karen. No, it's Kara. But thanks, though. I'm not a Karen.
And then we enunciate too, and they still get it wrong. Yeah. Like, come on now.
It is Kara, not Karen.
So
but
you got the Karen. Okay.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Yes, you guys, I'm Raheem. It may not be spelled the way that it's pronounced, but it's pronounced Raheem. For the ones that don't know me, definitely.
For the ones in the back.
For the ones in the back. See it loud. Yeah.
And I'm going to throw our names up for y'all so y'all know where to go follow us.
I'm so glad to be here, you guys. Kara is like kicking-ish. I don't know if we can cuss on air. But
I don't know either, so let's not try it.
But the whole setup is so dope. I'm so glad to be here. It's really dope.
I'll give y'all a behind the scenes look here later on, maybe tomorrow.
Just a first timer.
I'll post a video of behind the scenes.
Yes.
As a guest host on Kara Vision 42 with Kara Vibes. So I will post it behind the scenes.
And the name.
Maybe I'll make a TikTok. You never know.
Right. So, the name got a ring to it too. 42 Vision 42.
Vision like 42. So the thing behind it is 42. If you ask the smartest computer in the world what the meaning of life is, it will tell you 42.
Oh, really?
So
that's dope.
Vision 42, because that's the vision I had. So
okay, I like that.
Yep.
Get you thinking.
Yes.
That's so
got to get your brain working there.
I dig it.
Y'all. So self-growth. So me personally, I've done a lot of self-growth over the last year.
Okay.
I have went within myself, figured out like what triggers me to act certain ways, react to certain ways to certain things. And I have like, why do I react that way to this thing? What is the cause of that? What made me want to react? What happened to me, or how did I get hurt, or what did I, what is it that caused me to react that way? And then I work on whatever it was that caused me to react that way. And it has been working for me. My anxiety is still a little rough along the edges, but I'm still working on that. And it's a never ending thing, really. It basically goes with the things that you learn in like AA and things like that. So it's just basically like putting your spirituality. So it's like mind, body, and soul, getting to know your whole self and bringing that to light and showing that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about self-growth? Because you're a pretty amazing dude there.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that. I feel like self-growth definitely come within. It comes from past experiences for sure. Mm-hmm. In order to go through that, or you gotta get through it. As far as being the person that you are today. So it definitely comes from bad experiences for sure. And you definitely gotta love yourself. That is like one of the most important things. You gotta try to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, that's not good. You definitely got to work on yourself then if you don't love yourself. And I feel like that's something that within me, I try to do, even though I'm having a bad day, I just try to think about, people not having less than me, or they don't love their self, so I just try to be on the right track with that, keep a positive mind, and, think about past experiences that brought me in to what I am today. That's pretty much about it. I just try to think positive more.
Yep. The power of positivity is never ending. It's amazing. Yeah. The power of positivity in your life, and just turning every negative into a positive, or thinking what's positive in this negative that's going on right now, is
so much.
Is amazing. Like, you would not believe how much just being more positive can change your entire life.
Amen.
It really can. It can turn your whole life from being upside down to being right side up, from being dark to being light. Like, all you have to do is just try and think about whatever it is that is, is bringing you down in your life. Think about, well, what's the positive in this situation? Because there's always a positive in the situation. Definitely. Always. Something good always comes out of something bad. So you just gotta think about the positive and focus on the positive. If you focus on the positive, you're gonna do nothing but succeed and push forward and get out of that dark space that you're in. It really truly is amazing. That I actually used Alexa, hang up. Really? You know who you are. You know who you are. So the power
there. We back on track.
Excuse me. The power of positivity is amazing. So really, you really should, honestly, it's changed my life. And I want everyone else to help change their lives with it, honestly. So I'm just going to tell you right now, just anything bad that happens in your life, just think about what it is that is a pro or a positive in that situation and focus on that. Don't focus on the bad parts of it. Focus on the positive. Think about what good can come of it. Well, what's the best thing that can happen out of this situation? Oh, my car broke down and it costs $1,000 to get it fixed. I don't have the $1,000. But what's the positive to that? You get to spend more time at home with your family. You may get a new car, which is better. So there's a lot of positives that can come out of these negative situations. Definitely. And it's just, it really has changed my life. It really has. I went to school, graduated from Ohio Media School. Okay. And I'm starting my own podcast. I feel better than ever. I feel like I look better than ever. And I'm starting to be more in tune with who I am and my voice of what I need to say and what needs to be heard from me. And only I can give that to everyone out there. So, and each individual person has something to give. Yes. Everyone has a voice, and it is important that you speak and you let your voice be heard, because no one can let what you have to say be heard but you. No one can say what you have to say. There's something specific that you need to say to someone somewhere, and you need to say it because they need to hear that. They need that. A lot of people, with what happened with COVID and everything, it mentally, I was done. Oh. I hit a wall. But I turned that around, and this is where I am now. And I'm happy with where I am, and I'm really happy with where I am, and COVID, I'm living the life, it seems like to you guys, but I mean, really, I'm just normal.
I would tell you one thing about COVID. It did not stop you from getting a bag. I tell you, like, you know, mind you, I'm from Virginia. I've been here in Ohio for about 3.5, 4 years. And when the COVID started, it was like, man, you seen so many people grind, you know, differently, you know, seen a lot of people making masks and, you know, seeing the clothing, having their own clothing line. And, you know, it was just different that you definitely seen people grind different. And that's what I don't like the COVID, didn't like the whole thing. It was like a catastrophe, but I'm just saying people was like literally thinking within their brain of trying to make more money, you know, even though, you know, we was still kind of getting money, but yeah, you know,
I mean,
it definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we was all getting money.
Definitely.
But it also opened the door for people to be able to focus on other things and still be able to maintain and pay their bills.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I said, yeah.
Rather than working 8 hours a day, they were able to spend more time with their families and enjoy the finer things in life, because really, that's what really matters. It really honestly is. The type of person you are, how you treat other people in your family, and how your kids are, you know, how much time you get to spend with them, because honestly, that really means a lot to these kids. Like my kids, they are always on me, and like, I'm surprised they're not down here running a fool. Thank goodness for my mother, but yeah, or they would be up down here probably knocking over my lights and everything else. But you know, it's just like COVID has had an impact on all of us, mentally, emotionally.
Differently.
Yeah, our whole lives have changed. And if we just think about all the positives that came out of COVID. Like, a lot of people started their own businesses.
The positive aspect of it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, people are still grinding.
A lot of people started their own businesses, their own small businesses. Definitely. A lot of people. I mean, so many people I can't even count. So many people that I know started their own business, and you know, and they're actually successful in it.
Yeah.
They really are. And I'm proud of you guys, by the way. Y'all know who you are. But yeah. So like, it's like COVID was bad and it scared us all, but a lot of us took on our own ventures. And you're making more money than what you would have at that 9 to 5. Honestly, you're going to change your life and your children's life forever by making the choices that you made, out of, you know, just being pressured into it through COVID.
And another aspect that I want to make about people, you know, venturing off, thinking outside the box, you know, got their own business, jumping off and stuff like that. It, you know, a lot of people think of it being a popularity contest. Who has the most views? Who knows the most, you know, a lot of people, you know what I mean? it can be that, but that doesn't mean that you stop.
Right.
You know, it's going to be a lot of people that are doing the same thing that you are doing. It's all about being different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to be different and you got to be consistent.
Yep.
So if that drills you, you know what I mean? It's just it's not going to work out. You starting something, then you stopping it because of the competition. Mm-hmm. You don't like the competition because somebody else is doing the same thing that you're doing, or they got way more, they know more people, or you know, they getting way more sales. Yep. No, you got to keep pushing, you know?
I want to speak on that too.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what you do. Like when I was doing cakes, it seemed like everybody was doing cakes when I was doing cakes. Now that I'm doing podcasts and entertainment and media, it seems like everybody's doing that. But it's always going to be like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. It's always going to feel like everyone's doing it. But in all reality, even though a lot of people are doing it, not one of those people are you. Not one of those people have what you have. Right. Not, you know, they're not doing the exact same thing as you because they're not you. Only you can be you and do it your way. I like that. So don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep going. Just be yourself. Just be yourself in whatever you do.
Push it.
Right. Yeah.
Go get
so like, yes. So just keep doing it. Keep doing your thing. Don't give up. Like, I'm actually going to start back doing cakes and I'm going to try and get perfected. But like, I wasn't the best. I can do really good cakes. Like, I'm not horrible at it, but I'm not like professional bakery, boutique bakery material. I do want to get that way, but I'm just going to bake them for my friends and family. I'm not going to try and sell them or go all into that. It's a lot of pressure, really. It really is.
Pressure?
Yes, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure trying to get those cakes done on time and make them look good. Like, I tried to do one for a wedding and it was a fail. Big fail. I mean, it was okay. I showed up with the cake. Right. It just was, and it was okay. It just wasn't wedding cake material.
You had the balls.
But it was the groom's cake, though. Okay. It wasn't like the main wedding cake. It was a groom's cake, and it was a dartboard. But like, I didn't have all the proper tools that I need to make it the way I envisioned it. So.
You went there.
I showed up, and it tasted good. It just. You know, it had a lot of food coloring on it. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
If you're watching this now, I apologize that I did that to you, okay?
But, hey, it was still edible.
Yeah, it was still edible. It just wasn't, it wasn't visually great, you know?
That's okay.
It was okay. It just wasn't like boutique bakery style.
Hey. That's the thing. When people come to you and they, you know, ask you, hey, can you, because they see the potential. Mm-hmm. They don't expect for it to be top notch. Right. You know what I mean? It just, they see the potential in you and they like, hey, make me a cake, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, with a lot of things though, you are your biggest critic to yourself.
Yes.
You are your biggest
critic. Be nice to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Be nice.
Yeah.
Don't be hard on yourself.
But it's so hard because you just don't. Isn't it hard?
It is.
Come on now.
Like, I'm my own worst critic. Like, really, I'm hard on myself. Like, I'm a perfectionist too. So, like, I'm horrible. I really am. And I have to get past that and just learn how to just like be less stressed and just let it go and just
can stress you out. Stress can kill you.
It can. So yeah. Don't be hard on yourself. Be nice to yourself. You deserve it. You really do. And you know, if you're just tuning in, this is Vision 42 with Kara Vibes and my guest host Raheem.
What's up, y'all?
You can follow him on Facebook if you would like. I have his name up. And we're talking about self-growth and, you know, just overall, just like, you know, whatever it is that you're dealing with, just to see the positives in it.
Positive in it.
Just the power of positivity is amazing. Like it literally can change your life. So yeah.
And there is a giveaway, you guys.
Yes, so we are doing a giveaway today. Giveaway time. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube and comment done on this live. And you could win this hydrating targeted face mask for your lips and eyes. Heck yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So ain't nothing wrong with it, y'all. And so you can win this. And if you're not in Ohio, that's fine. I'll ship it to you. And a cosmic face mask. I bet it does too. I didn't get myself one of these. I did get myself one of these though. So you could win this.
You had to test it first, you guys.
I didn't even test it yet.
Oh, you ain't tested?
I haven't even used it yet, but I will though this weekend. Hey. So you can win this and this. All right. So you have, in order to win these two items, you have to follow us. Follow Vision 42 on Facebook and YouTube and comment done on this live to win these. And I will reveal the winner on next week's show, and it will be shipped out by the end of next weekend. All right. So these two things you can win. And I'll show them again later. Oh, that was the cat. You guys, the cat just jumped up on the table and scared him. I thought I locked the cats out, but I guess not.
She was gonna be out of a co-host.
That is Black Lives Matter.
I like that. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I call her Mamas for short, but that's Black Lives Matter.
Mamas, you snuck up on me. My face was in my phone. You just whoop. Okay.
Yeah, if you read her tag, that's what it says.
That's so dope. I like that.
Yes. So yeah, Vision 42, growth, self-growth, mental health. Like, okay, anybody who knows me knows I'm not mentally all the way there. Okay.
I got some stories to tell y'all later. Not on this live, maybe another live.
Don't embarrass me. But yeah, like it's real. It really is.
Yeah. All jokes aside.
I deal with a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of stress, and I'm really hard on myself. So what I've done to help deal with that is I started meditation. I started getting closer to God and studying my Bible more, and just learning how to, like I said, my triggers, things that cause me to, like, how I react to certain things. Like, say my kid dumps chips all over the floor, and instead of being like, gee, damn it, why did you do that? Blah, 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 and start yelling at him. I'm like, okay, can you do me a favor? Can you grab the sweeper and can you vacuum it up for me, please? And I'm calm about it.
Reevaluating something.
Yeah, just like coming at it a different way and being like, okay, well, what caused me to react that way? Like, what happened? Like, what happened to me? What in my lifetime has happened that I need to heal from that caused me to react a way where I would start screaming or get mad or angry when it's just chips on the floor? It can be cleaned up. It's not the end of the world, you know? No big deal. Kids do it all the time. Coloring on my walls. Okay, that's a big one. Okay, because let me tell you, I will just paint something and they will go color on it.
What?
And let me tell you, yeah, punishment has been a big thing around my house lately. My 6-year-old actually gets off punishment tomorrow for something that I'm not even going to talk about. But yeah, so yeah, instead of screaming and yelling and getting myself all upset and reacting a certain way, I just have to like think about it, how I'm going to react to it, think about what I'm going to do about it, and then react to it. Always think before you react.
Definitely.
Always think before you speak.
Yeah.
I
think that's one thing that I have a hard time with, and still until I think about it later.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I shouldn't have said that. I should have came at it that way, or but it shouldn't always have to be about you thinking about it later.
Mm-hmm.
You need, just watch what you say. Just watch what you say.
Watch what you say and how you say it, because you can be like, "Oh, I like your hair," or you can be like, "Oh, I like your hair." Like, you know what I'm saying?
A little shade there.
Your hair is cute. And then be like, "Oh, your hair is so cute."
Okay, comment below, because I feel like I can read people's body language or emotions and things like that. Do you feel that way?
I read people. Did you just see that post I made? Yeah. Y'all think I'm quiet now, but you don't even know, because right now I'm just being quiet because I'm reading all you.
Oh, I like that.
But in a second, I'm going to open up and I'm going to speak my mind.
Right.
And I'm going to talk how I want to talk, when I want to talk, and I'm going to say it how I want to say it. But right now I'm just feeling out y'all's vibes.
Okay.
I'm feeling your vibes. Yeah. And if I ain't feeling the vibes, I may leave. That's a big thing for me. Like, if I go somewhere, I hate catching a ride with people, because like, if I'm not feeling it, I want to be able to bounce.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
It's horrible. Like, that shit's real. Excuse me. I don't even know if I'm allowed to cuss, but it is what it is.
This is your shot. Oops. Do what you want.
Sorry, Facebook. Don't delete me.
But no, you're right though. I mean, I gotta get a good. And then it's so different when you don't know people. But see, I'm a people's person, but I can definitely feel the vibe amongst people that I'm. You just got to feel the room. Yep. And so if you don't feel something, exit stage left. Yeah. And that's a part of self-growth too. You got to learn when to. Let me say, how can I say this? Because family can be included into this too. You can't deal with the same crap. You can't be, because sometimes, and they say family can be the worst.
That's boundaries.
That's what you say?
You got to put up boundaries.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. You got to put a boundary on you got to feed people with a long-handed spoon at times. And that's what I have grown within myself, getting older, family can be on the same crap somebody else is. And then on top, then you can not know somebody from a whole nother state, and they could treat you with the utmost. Yes. That's so crazy how that is.
Yeah, let's get into that. So people that you know, people that you don't know will support you more than people that you know. That's just how it is. It's okay. That's how it is.
Yeah. I would love to know, why is it like that though? Only
people just, people judge too much.
That is true.
People judge a lot, and then they also get jealous, envy, their own ego. So yeah, I've been working on myself a lot, and it's a lot of work, y'all. It really is. It's seriously, it's never ending, and it's so much work to work on yourself. I've always felt like I was a really nice, kind, good-hearted person, but I didn't realize that I was as toxic as I was. So, but yeah, when you work on yourself and you learn how to fix certain qualities you and become a better person, not only for yourself but for everyone around you, you also learn boundaries. And some people that are your family that you really can't be like, okay, I'm done with you, because they're your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, whoever, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, whoever it is, they're your family. And you can't just be like, okay, I'm done with you, even though you're family. That's not right. You can't do that to family.
You still want to be a family at the end of the day.
Because at the end of the day, there's still blood. Yeah. But you can be like, okay, I'm going to put up a boundary. Like, I'm not going to let you call me all the time for a ride. I'm not going to let you ask me for money all the time because I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to tell you no. I'm not going to answer and reply to that family member that constantly like, oh, so and so said this and blah 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 blah, and you'd be like, I don't even want that drama. Like, you don't even have to respond to them. Just don't respond. You got to put up those boundaries. And once you stop responding, they'll get it. They will. And they'll eventually just call you and be like, hey, you want to come over for Christmas? I'm cooking this. And you'll be like, yeah, I'll stop in. And if the vibe ain't there and you're not feeling it and they get to asking you for money or something, then you can be like, okay, I'm out. That's part of the boundaries.
Long-handed spoon.
Part of the boundaries. Yep.
I couldn't agree with that more.
So, for those of you who are just tuning in, we are doing a giveaway. Woo-hoo. Giveaway.
Hey.
Giveaway. So,
I feel like Vanna White. Would she do that?
Yeah. You want to hold something up? You can. So, we're giving away this and that. Hold it up to the camera. Thank you. And if you're not in Ohio, I will mail it to you. Or if you're nowhere near me, I will mail it to you. If you're in Cleveland, whatever, I can ship it to you. No problem. But in order to win this, you do have to follow, Vision 42 on Facebook and YouTube. All right. And comment done on this live. And I will pick a winner next week. Okay.
Yes.
And if you're not catching this live while it's live, that's fine. Watch the live after the fact. Make sure you like and follow, subscribe, whatnot to Facebook and YouTube, and comment done on this live on each of those, and you will be entered.
Yes.
No big deal. Because I'm a mom. I know how it is. I know how busy lives get. So
definitely.
Yes.
Still, people just getting off work and things like that. So
yeah. I mean, and they're feeding their families. When you work a 9 to 5, this is about the time that you're eating dinner. So, yeah, or getting your kids in the bath, whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna be giving away these, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in.
Yes.
And we were talking about self-growth, boundaries, and yeah. What else you got to talk about?
Put me on the spot.
You want to talk about the annoying customers that be calling in for tech support?
Oh my goodness. I just got off. I don't even want to talk about these people, but they are, yeah. When you guys know, if you are in the customer service department, I mean, you deal with people anyway. Any job, you got to deal with some people one way or another. The phone, in person, it doesn't matter, but they can be, you guys know, it can be mentally draining for sure. It can definitely be mentally draining. I have, this is where we used to work at. I'm still employed there, but it's my first call center. I don't know if I told you that.
I didn't know that.
It's definitely something that I had to work on within myself. I didn't know anything about patience.
Patience is key in everything.
That was really my most difficult aspect of that. Yeah, patience. Listening. I mean, in our case though, you always hear the customer is always right. Yes. Sometimes now customers can be wrong in our type of situation.
Customers can always be wrong. But you always want to say that the customer is right because you don't want to lose your customer.
That's the thing. Right.
So
right. So, the thing about it is you just can't let them know that they were wrong. You gotta go about the situation like, maybe you didn't know that, or I'm telling you that now. But you definitely gotta. It's definitely mentally, guys. I'm sure you guys know. about customer service. Man, oh my goodness. That's another thing about self-growth. It can definitely tell you, things about yourself that you need to work on so that initially, if you want a phone call or in person, you can work on them, later or the next day or the day after. That's patience was a real big thing for me.
Patience is a virtue, y'all. Use it. Use it. Patience is key to everything in life. Everything.
That is so true.
So, Vision 42, a lot of things in life I had to learn the hard way. Nobody taught me these basic things, basic skills that you should know for life in order to be successful. So my thing is to, with this is just to bring more of an understanding about these things, to enlighten people, to help people. Customer service, basically, is what it is. So, yeah. Make sure you set up boundaries with those toxic people. Okay. Before you react to something that is getting ready to have you angry or upset or something like that, think about, why am I so upset about this? Is this that serious that I need to get this upset and react this way? Can't I just be more calm and like at peace with it and talk instead of getting loud and yelling, and just talk normal? Communication. I have gotten a lot better at communicating and be able to communicate how I feel, communicate and be able to come to a compromise with things. Things have, it's all about going within yourself and healing those things that trigger you. And then you can portray that outward.
Definitely.
So it's going within to bring it out.
Yes. Positive vibes.
Yes, the power of positivity is inevitable. It really is. And I challenge all of you to use the power of positivity to make your lives better.
Do I hear a challenge?
I hear a challenge.
A challenge?
Challenge.
That's good.
So, yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
I challenge y'all. I challenge you to use the power of positivity to make your life better.
How about that?
Yes.
I like that.
Go within yourself and figure out what are your triggers and figure out why you're triggered by that and think about what you can do to change that. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you, when this podcast become, what do you look forward to? I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you look forward into this podcast
becoming?
Yeah. Or do you see it, helping people, or do you see
I see it helping people. I see this podcast helping people. I see myself evolving this podcast into something better. I can envision myself becoming like Ellen DeGeneres or Oprah. So, yeah. Okay. Not trying to toot, but yeah, I mean, that's really all I want to do is just help people like that. So, yeah, I do see myself way up there.
Definitely.
And I'm speaking it into existence. I am manifesting it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah, use that too, you guys. Manifestation. Speak it into existence. Your words are powerful. So use your words wisely. Okay? And yeah. So.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, you answered my question.
Yeah. So yeah, I see this expanding to something really good. You got to start from somewhere. Definitely. So, maybe my show is not as enticing as other people's shows right now, but eventually I plan on getting there. Definitely. So I plan on bringing my stuff all the way up. And like I'm just starting. So
yeah, with the help of people,
my friends,
yeah,
my family.
Definitely.
I have a lot of entrepreneurs that I plan on bringing on. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Awesome. It really is.
Well, I do thank you for welcoming me onto your second episode to Vision 42. Hey, I feel honored.
Yes.
And we are really, truly great friends, you guys. Yes. So
Raheem's a great person, y'all. Y'all just don't know.
It was definitely, we have, you know, a good chemistry, definitely good chemistry. And it's important to have that in a good friend and, you know, for sure. Good chemistry.
Yeah. And you know, there's different types of vibes that you can catch from people. So even though you're vibing with this person, that doesn't mean that like, oh, this could be a romantic relationship. That means that this person could be good to be a business partner. This person could be good to be one of your best friends and someone you can call for advice. That means that, you know, so different vibes go for different strokes for different folks, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's all about placing, you know, that person where, like, okay, so where are we supposed to be? What is our type? What is our relationship? But yeah, there's different connections.
There's a different friend for every type of situation.
Yep.
You know, just because you don't talk to that friend all the time, that doesn't mean that they're not your friend. There's people have different friends for different things. That's what I'm trying to say. You can have a friend that you like to go out with all the time, you know, or just to go out with. You have a good friend that you like to go out to eat with.
Yep.
You know, all the time, or a family friend where that friend comes around your family, any type of occasion that your family having a function. You know, there's different friends for different things.
Yep.
So yeah, that's definitely very important.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep, absolutely. But you got to, in order to be able to tell the difference, you really got to go through self-growth and get to know yourself in order to know the difference. And set up boundaries with those toxic people. I don't know if y'all can hear what I hear, but I hope not. So yeah, set up boundaries with those toxic people. You know, there's always a fine line between here and there. So make sure you're setting that fine line between here and there.
Sure.
And you know, use the power of positivity to change your life around. And stop judging people. Can you do that for me?
Oh.
Can you stop judging people?
Oh.
Because we all deserve to be loved and cared about. And it's like it's really not your place to judge, really. It's really not. It's God's place to judge. So why are you judging? Because the next person's going to judge you. Like, Becky may be sitting here making TikToks talking about people on Facebook, but and judging them, but Becky may have an OnlyFans and those people could be judging her. You know what I'm saying? Right. So maybe Becky needs to stay in her place and then people need to stay in their place and let everybody do them. Because like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. Don't judge the next person because that could be you. And you know, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what, I've had I've been through some tough things, and I'm not gonna get into it on this show because we only got about 10 minutes left. But I've been through some tough things.
I think we all have witness of.
We all go through things, and it's not your place to judge the next person because you know everyone's going through something. Everyone.
And you would never know.
Be kind.
You got people that'll wake up, smile, you know, like everything is good, or come to work smiling, and you don't know what's going on with that person.
Right.
You know, they could be going through a lot of BS, you know, but sometimes you gotta, I can't think of that quote that I really like. What is it? Walk by faith and not by sight.
Yes.
You know, you can't let people see you down. There's a lot of people that just
they feed off of that.
Yeah,
they feed off of that.
Definitely.
They want to see you be hurt or in a bad situation. Like they're like, hey, yes, yes, they're doing bad. Right. All right.
Yeah, like praying on your downfall. That's crazy.
Like I know some people like that. Like so, and I see it. But it is what it is. I don't judge you. I ain't mad at you for it. I still love you, but I see you. Yeah. So just know that. I smell you too. Right? Yeah. So, like, stop wishing on people's downfall. Hope for everyone to succeed. Like, I see so many people doing amazing things, and so many people are going to prosper out of Northeast Ohio this year, next year. Like, we're coming from down here, and we're coming all the way up. We're turning it up, y'all. We are turning this up. Ohio is about to make it. We're about to change things around here. So yeah, this whole thing is going to change. Yeah, everything. Everything,
like, everywhere,
we're on our way there, y'all. I see every single one of y'all. We're doing big things. It's going to happen for us, all of us. And it's going to be, y'all going to be like, Kara said so. I'm be like, yes, I did. I told y'all. Should have listened.
It's hard to, I would say it's hard to progress and move on with all the negativity and all the downplay and all the horrific crimes that's going on, in the world, on the news and, things like that, along with this coronavirus. It's hard, I mean, but you do see it on social media and on the news. But you guys just gotta think ahead. Granted, yes, feel bad about the situation and feel hurt because it could be you, it could have been you, but you got to think ahead and think positive because that, although it's a lot of crazy mess going on in the world, I still, just like Kara said,
what can we do to change it?
Yeah.
What can we do to change it?
Yeah.
So, on that subject, I got to speak on it now because there was a post that I seen earlier that had me in tears, and I shared it, and it had Trey Songz' song on it playing.
Okay.
How Many Mothers?
Oh yeah, that's
and like that is such a powerful song, and every time, I'm sorry, I'm tearing up while I'm talking this, but every time I hear it, I do tear up. And a lot of people don't know this about me, but I lost a son when I was 16 years old. He was 6 months old, and he died from bronchial pneumonia. And before he even passed away from bronchial pneumonia, I've always had a close relationship with God. And I would pray because the world is so full of hate. And I really just didn't want my son to have to deal with such a hateful world. Okay. And then he died. And, if God wouldn't have taken him that way, how else would he have died? By the hand of someone else? The hand of a police officer? For judging, just from, and not asking questions? Because the way I saw that girl in that video yesterday, I can't imagine what that mother is going through, because I know what I went through, and losing a child is the hardest thing that you could ever go through in life. And, I don't want nobody to feel bad for me because it made me into the person I am, but that is the hardest thing you could ever have to deal with in your life. And it's, you never really get over it, but you get better with it, with dealing with it, but you never really get over it. And I can't imagine what that mother is going through. She called the police because she had girls at her house trying to jump her, and she was scared.
Yeah, they did jump her.
Right. Yeah. She was scared. So she called the police for help. And instead of them helping her, they automatically shot her. without asking questions. Right. Didn't ask questions. And I don't know if you guys saw the cop that actually shot her, but he looks like he got picked on all his damn life. Okay? So he needs to do, they need to do mental evaluations on these cops before they get put on the force. Like, you need to make sure that they're not still hurting from being bullied in school, because bullying is real. My daughter gets bullied all the time in school. So like, bullying is real and it can have an effect on you. I was bullied in school. It can have a serious effect on you. I had a grudge against a lot of the girls, and I don't even know, they may watch this. I had a grudge against a lot of the girls that bullied me in school for a long time. It took me a while to get over it, but I eventually got over it. And I don't wish no harm on none of them girls, never have. I just didn't like them because of the way they treated me. And you really got to think about how you treat someone before you actually do it, because it's going to have an effect on that person for the rest of their life. One kind word can change someone's whole day around, can change someone's whole train of thought. Definitely. One mean word, one just utterly disgusting deed can change someone's whole persona and turn them into a completely different person. They could be a kind, caring person one day, but then the next day, because of the way you treated them or said to them, they can be completely mean and treat other people that way. And that's not right. You got to heal.
Definitely got to heal.
Definitely. But yeah, so
some good points there.
What her name was? Ma'Khia Bryant. Rest in peace, Ma'Khia Bryant. And I pray that you get justice, my sweet girl. I really do. And I pray for your mom and your family, that they can get some sort of peace. And yeah, but
definitely,
I don't want to get real emotional because yeah. But
it's definitely a touchy subject. It is a horrible situation.
It is horrible. We try to keep. Raheem didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to talk about the subject, but he was like, "No, let's keep it positive and upbeat." He brought it there, so I brought it there too. Okay. And I don't mean to end the show that way, but we pray that you and your family heals from this tragedy, and we pray that you get justice. And we're going to end this show off with, I want to thank everyone for tuning in again. Thank you for tuning in and watching my live and joining me and Raheem. Yeah.
Yes. It was such a pleasure, you guys.
So thank you for joining us.
Follow me on Facebook, Raheem Smith. That's RAHAIM Smith. On Instagram, RAH_Mackin.
TikTok, because he has some good TikToks. I can't stop watching that one.
All that.
So yeah. I don't have a Twitter either. I don't like Twitter, but my school promoted Twitter like everything. So, but yeah, I don't like Twitter. But yeah. So don't forget the giveaway: cosmic face mask, lip and eye masks.
Definitely.
Follow Vision 42 on Facebook, YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe, and comment done on the live. And this can be yours. I will do the spinny wheel. I put everyone who does that, I will do the spin wheel on next episode. And we'll see who the winner is on next episode. And then I'll mail it out on next Thursday. So, or drop it off to you, whatever you want to do. But yeah. Cosmic face mask and lip and eye masks.
Hey. I better get that prize.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love free stuff, right? I know I do.
Right.
If it was me, I'd be like, okay, like, follow, subscribe. I subscribe now. Okay. So, and I didn't mean that any harm by that, okay? But yes.
Yes.
You could win this. So there is going to be a winner. And if nobody does it, then I'm just going to give it to my kid. So.
Okay.
And next week, I am going to have my big Red Bull cooler full of prizes. and I'm gonna reach my hand in it, and I'm gonna pick a prize, and that's what I'm gonna give away. Because I'm gonna have a whole bucket of stuff. It hasn't came yet, but it comes Friday. But I'm gonna have a whole bucket of stuff, and I'm gonna put it in my Red Bull cooler, and I'm gonna reach. It's gonna be like a treasure chest, like a Red Bull treasure chest. So for today, though, I am giving away this because I did tell you guys last week that I was gonna do a giveaway this week. So I went and got this, and we're gonna give this. But I did order like a big, huge box of stuff, and I'm waiting for it to come. It should be here this Friday. So I will have like a big Red Bull treasure chest, and I'm gonna reach my hand in, grab something out, and that's gonna be the prize for next week.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
You just never know. Okay. But for today, this is your prize. Make sure you like, follow, comment, done, subscribe, Facebook and YouTube. I do not have an Instagram up yet. I apologize, but Facebook and YouTube, and you can win these, and I will ship it to you. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Again, I'm Kara Vibes.
Raheem, y'all.
And we want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm sorry I got emotional, but we'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next week. And if you want to see Raheem, you can follow him on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, y'all.
Definitely, y'all.
See you later. Peace.
Peace.